Hello, Sacred Heart of Jesus in Hamilton. How are you? My name is Dr. Catherine Zeisner. I'm a professor at Gonzaga University in Spokane, Washington. We're a private Jesuit college. And one of your fantastic colleagues, I'm going to say his name is Zernigia. Like, what a sweet ass name. Because my last name is Zeisner, so I love all names that start with Z. Anyway, he reached out to me on TikTok. I don't know if any of you have been enjoying TikTok right now, if you think that it's sort of a cheesy app for young people. Believe it or not, I'm also a school principal. I'm from London, Ontario, in the Thames Valley District School Board, but am a professor now out here at Gonzaga University. And one of the things I always did when I was an administrator is tried to stay up with what all our kids are doing on social media. Remember Snapchat streaks? Just so I could understand why they were sneaking into the bathroom to check their phones all day. So I was really lonely out here in Washington. I've been stuck in America because the border situation. And so in April, I thought, I got to get myself out of this sort of mental funk that I'm in, downloaded TikTok because I saw so many sort of posts on my Facebook and Instagram, and I loved it. And of course, yeah, it was sort of cheesy and dancing and just these guys in gray sweatpants, hubba hubba, dancing around. But once you sort of find a stream of videos that they send to you, you kind of find your niche to watch. And of course, I got into teacher TikTok and mental wellness TikTok and cooking TikTok. Yes, and fabulous looking lumberjack TikTok. Don't get me wrong, I am a woman after all. But I had the opportunity to start sharing some of my principal stories. Just funny things that happened in my school office. In our school office, I had a kangaroo run through our school once. I've had some kids get drunk and throw up on me. And my friends thought that was pretty funny, that if I just start telling my principal stories, maybe that will resonate with a lot of people. And it hit, and I'm really excited. And that's how I met your colleague. And one of the things that I like to do is to make sure that I spend lots of time talking to educators, telling them that we're all in this together, telling them how amazing they are, and sharing my sort of triangle principle. And so your colleague reached out and said, can you just chat with my staff for a little bit? We're feeling excited, but a little anxious. The new math curriculum's coming in, which of course is bittersweet. We've wanted this new math curriculum with financial literacy in there forever, and it's here. And this is not the year for it because we have so many other things on our minds. However, I just wanted to say hi. I wanted to say that I'm very proud of you. I'm thrilled to be an Ontario educator with you. Your school website is fantastic. It looks like you have an amazing principal, and obviously a team and school community. And you use a triangle principle too, sort of student, family, and parish. And I use the triangle of physical, emotional, and mental health. And that every day, all day, I try to implement all three of those things in order to ensure that I'm well. We all know when we get outside and move and do anything physical, it helps bring serotonin to our bodies. We know that if we're focusing on our emotional health by journaling, talking to others, looking at clouds, doing all those wonderful things, that ensures that our mind gets clearer and that we really focus on our mental health, maybe talking to somebody professionally. I do that. And having the opportunity to share with really trusted colleagues. So I wanted to make sure that you were thinking about your triangle every day, and more importantly, looking out for your fellow colleagues and your administration team's triangle. The other thing that I want you to do today, hopefully you have the opportunity to, as a school, to pick what's your one word for the year. I'm a huge Twitter fan, and on Twitter, often every educator at the beginning of the year does a hashtag one word. And my word for 2020 is presence. And I really learned that by spending a lot of time talking to people about what anxiety looks like and feels like. And it's this sort of fear of the unknown in the future. And we spend a lot of time creating these stories. And the way to get out of that is to be very present. So that is my one word for the year. You can imagine I'm living here in Spokane, Washington. This is day 245 without my family, teaching online again. Can't go on campus, but the students are here. It's just not normal. And so I've been living in a world where I'm saying to myself, I'm not looking for my new normal. I'm looking for my new reality. But it's okay, because everyone's going through it. Everyone, from our communities to our parents to our students to our colleagues. And I know in Ontario, the back and forth part, the swinging of the pendulum, this decision, that decision, has made it even more difficult. But we're teachers. We do this. We do this in the classroom. We choose aha moments all the time. We choose things that are happening in the press and the news and reality to teach all of our classes, lessons, and content. So I know that you're going to make good decisions to use this experience to enhance the learning of your students. The other thing I like to do is have sort of a motto for the year. I'm sure when I was a classroom teacher, we would choose heroes as our motto, be a Canadian hero. And that always resonated with kids. And so even as an administrator, we used to choose a school motto. And it really this year for me is one day at a time. If I don't live one day at a time, the anxiety will creep in. I will get upset because we know things are going to change tomorrow. So if we can be living present, if we can be really focusing on our triangle of physical, emotional, and mental health for ourselves and each other, and if we can be living one day at a time, then the joy that we have from being educators of people will stay with us. I know you might have lost it, so you're going to bring it back. The other thing I want you to do is really look out for your administration team this year. Us administrators are really good at hiding things. We have to hide a lot of things because it's confidential. We're juggling 26 balls at any one time. Yeah, she said balls, huh? And in education, if we're not laughing, we're crying, and crying sucks. So I want you to check in with your administrators, bring them a treat every once in a while, go down to the office and take some kids out of there for them. And I want you to remember, you're not a classroom teacher. You're a school leader. You know all those kids in that building, or you should, and you should be a champion of them. I'm sure we've all seen Rita Pearson's TED Talk on Be a Champion. You're a champion to somebody, and that child is not, that student that does not have to be in your class. It can be someone in one of your clubs, groups, activities, etc., that you know, a sibling of another person. So that's my charge for you. What's your one word? What's your motto? What is your physical, mental, and emotional health activities that you're going to do for yourself and colleagues this year? Please check in on your colleagues, on your administration. And if you're crying, we got to flip it around so that you're laughing, because laughing is so much better and healthier. Anyway, I hope you can see that you're not alone. And I know you're quite a school with a lot of people in it. And sometimes even me here, I'm surrounded by 8,000 students at Gonzaga. I still feel alone, even though you're around other people. That's normal. That's normal to feel that. But it's also our job to reach out and share what we need, being a great friend to each other, and most importantly, knowing that we have the most important job in the world. You can do it. I hope you follow some of my videos and get to see them today and have a couple giggles. All of the stories that I tell are true. All those things have happened to me, from catching kids having sex in bathrooms to starting fires to kid bringing 11 snakes to school. All true. And, you know, if we weren't laughing, we'd be crying, because who wants 11 snakes in a school? Anyway, I love you. I believe in you. Go kill it with that new curriculum. This is going to make a great change for us, and maybe it'll be a little distracting for us too, away from probably a little bit of the grieving cycle we're going through, that we don't have our new normal. But this is our new reality, and we're going to do it. You got it? That's my principal point. You've got this. I love you, and best wishes.